I received an interesting question that says, I'll read out the question. Discuss daily living as Ramesh ji would say. How do we implement this with our family? I know I am only at peace when my relationships are harmonious. Please discuss what that means. Now, the thing is that Ramesh Balsekar emphasized that peace in daily living has to be found through relationships. What that means is, it does not mean that the relationships will always be in one direction, so as to speak. It does not mean that things will go according to how we plan. All it means is that there will be a deep acceptance of the situation the way it is. So it may happen that certain members of your family may still not approve of your spiritual inclinations or your practices, or they may have some conflict with your belief structure. And even in that quote unquote disharmony, one can experience peace, because peace is the anchor. Peace is what everything is made up of. Every experience is made up of peace. The ability to experience is peace. So, yes, in relationships, things are going to be up and down all the time. In fact, this is a great challenge for the seeker, because it never happens that this road is smooth. It never happens that there will be no obstacles. There will be obstacles always. I think in one of my previous videos, I spoke about this extensively, that we as a society are a bit conflicted about spirituality. While we want to listen to gurus, we want to listen to masters, we love listening to satsangs, bhajans, kirtans, devotional songs. But when one of our family member tries to pursue that path, we immediately, our modern, so-called modern conditioning comes into the forefront, and we say, no, 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 don't do this as a full-time thing, keep working in your job or keep doing any other business that you're doing, but don't get too deep into this, otherwise you're going to get detached and you're going to leave everyone. So there is a fundamental fear with human beings that if any person in their family becomes too spiritual, then they might leave them. And that fear generally brings that actually to life. That happens with many people. So yes, in relationships, there will always be oppositions, differing opinions, differing views, but that is all okay. The teaching, Ramesh ji's teaching in particular, tells us that it is okay if the other person does not have your viewpoint, if they don't, if they don't agree to your values, to what you want to follow in life, even that is okay. But all of us have this ability, have this right to pursue our path, whatever path we want to follow in life. So if someone is not all that ambitious and wants to follow a spiritual life or wants to follow simple living, that's perfectly fine. But yes, there is going to be opposition, there is going to be uproar about it. And that is what one has to understand, that there's nothing wrong with that. That is how human beings operate. A majority of people relate to another through the sentiment of fear. fear, clinging, feeling of inadequacy, unworthiness. And when one binds with another through these emotions and feelings, then there is bound to be conflict. So, peace is the substratum also of the conflict. All one can do is say that I understand that you feel afraid or insecure at this time, but this is my inclination for the time being. These are the hobbies and pursuits that I want to follow in my life, and continue on the path, continue seeking. That is all. So, yes, the harmony in relationships include the disharmony that actually happens over there. And there is an acceptance of that too. But you see, the beautiful thing about life is that situations continue to change. And thank God for that. So, today, people who may not be very accepting of your views and beliefs and practices may actually change tomorrow. So, I think it is okay to have that in your life. And of course, if something is true troubling, and if you feel that nothing is working out, then one can take a decision, and one can move out of a relationship also. If one has tried everything and nothing else is working out, and there is no match of interests between two people, and there is no understanding where you don't have any say, then one can certainly think about it and take a decision. And even in that, there is peace. Because these relationships are named by human beings. We label them as husband, wife, mother, father. But from nature's point of view, everything is one and the same. Whether we label a relationship or not, it does not change much. What is understood in principle, what Ramesh ji said, is that it is the same consciousness that powers all human beings. And the recognition of that consciousness, that beingness, that I amness, that is said in the scriptures as Sat Chit Ananda, being, consciousness, bliss, is peace, is harmony, is oneness.